What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Knab and Ro Show. I'm here with my compatriot partner in crime, Ro. Say hi, Ro.
Hi, kids.
And welcome back to the podcast that doesn't have any high notes and squeaky anythings because recording stuff and things and...
Yeah,
we just tried to do that, but then I went really high when I said hi, Ro, and apparently it just destroyed and tuned me out. And
yep. It was like too high.
yeah, Ro looked at me and said, no, do it over. I'm
No.
like, so much for being
Do
overly
over.
extra. So, Ro, what are we talking about today?
I think we're talking about kayaks versus canoes versus inner tubes.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
when you specifically going down the river, so in Ohio, it is a big fan things. I mean, I follow on Facebook some canoe places, but it's whether you would rather be in a canoe, a kayak, or be on an inner tube, just floating. They call it floating here. They call it floating. Yeah.
Okay.
So you literally don't paddle. You just get drunk, sit in a tube, and down you go.
Right. Okay. So I've never actively done any of those. I feel like if I had to pick one to be in to go down a river, I would probably want to be in a canoe.
A canoe.
Yeah, because I feel like it's bigger, it's got more room, whereas a kayak is really kind of it's just you in there, and you can I feel like if I were to lean over, I might fall in the water, and then I might drown because I can't get out of the kayak, and then bad things will happen. Tubing, I feel like things could bite my butt. If you're in the river, I don't really feel safe with that. I know that they've got coolers that you can attach to your inner tubes that can hold your beverages, but again, they might get lost. Whereas the canoe seems a little bit more sturdier, a little bit safer, more room, your stuff is there. And, I'm a safety girl, so not very adventurous, so that seems like the safest option of the three.
Until you get that drunk partner that gets too drunk and tips your darn canoe, and then it's impossible to tip it over because it's full of water.
Well, I would choose my partner wisely.
Yeah. Don't pick this guy. I'm just kidding. I'm great with canoes and all that stuff. Okay. So here's my deduction of it, because I am an avid and experienced tuber, canoeer, and kayaker down the rivers. So I'm going to start with the kayak. So if I am going just solo, I just want to get out, want to just relax, I'll pick a kayak all day. I can go at my own pace. It's not hard to kayak, to move fast if you need to. Sure. You can bring a little tiny thing strapped on the back with those little bungee cords if you want to, whatever you want. It's just good for solo trips.
Sure.
If you go in a group, the next two options are absolutely my favorite. So the canoes or the tubes. But it's you don't want to do both together. You can do kayaks and canoes together, but it's still not as fun as just doing a big thing of kayak or canoes. So canoes, I agree with you, is probably one of my favorites because you can have the coolers, you can have the backpacks, the towels, the whatever the heck you want. You can put it in the middle of the canoe and you're good to go. Right?
Yeah.
It's a little harder to maneuver if your friend doesn't know what the crap they're doing and you're paddling and you're trying to figure things out. That's a whole different story. And then, of course, and actually, I remember one summer I went canoeing with a bunch of people, and the person I was with got too drunk, tipped it over. You know who you are. We're friends still. And I ended up in a rage, grabbed it, went, and dumped all the water out. I was kind of irritated at the time because I was not drinking.
Right.
But, but that becomes craziness, and you could lose everything.
Sure.
But the fun thing about it is if you get a group of people that do the canoeing piece, then you go and you bring bungee cords, you bungee cord them all together, make it like a big raft, and just go down the river so you don't paddle. So it's kind of like tubing, but you're in the canoe.
But you can do that with the tubes, though, too. I've seen people do that with the tubes where they connect each other. And
exactly. And the thing about the tubes is no paddling. You could with your hands, but there's really no paddling. You just kind of relax, you chill.
Right.
You can get tubes for your coolers, tubes for your beers. I mean, like you said, there's multitude different things to do.
Yeah.
So I like that. If you're going to go tube, everybody tubes. If you're going the other way, it could be either or, but I think canoes are more fun. Just more space, like you said. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
If I'm getting
so we agree on canoe.
Yep. Yep, I agree. 100%. Yep. So let's talk about etiquette.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, etiquette. So, when you go, you need Ziploc baggies for all your stuff. 100%. And typically, it's good to put a piece of styrofoam in the baggie with it, so if it falls out, it can float to the surface.
Oh,
That's a little trick.
Sure.
Coolers should only be ones that float, and if you can't find them, go to the store, get a cheap styrofoam one. Again, because it'll float.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. No glass. Shame on you if you bring glass. Don't do that. Only things that float. Just saying. That's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the etiquette. That's really all I got. It's beer etiquette.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's my take on it. And that's Ro's take on it.
Yeah.
We're going with Canoe. Canoe's the winner in our opinions.
Canoe.
That's
Yes.
right. Absolutely. So, this is a very short, but it's strict and to the point. And we want to know, if you're going down the river, would you rather A, be in a kayak, B, in a canoe, or C, be in a tube and just float down?
Right.
Yeah, and we're going to go with that. So, if you guys like this short, go ahead and jack that like button right now. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about the Knab and Ro Show. And as always, the show, double there, is a wrap.
Till next time, kids.